Welcome to another episode of Theo Sketchbook. I'm gonna talk about Evangelion because it just came out on Netflix. I've never seen it. I've never seen the show. Uh, this is the first time I'm going through it. I've seen what was it? The Rebuild movies. And I like the Rebuild movies. I enjoyed those a lot when I watched them the first time. I watched Rebuild 1. I, I think I've seen Rebuild 2. And I know I've seen 3. I think I've seen 2. I think I got a secret copy of that one, if you know what I mean. But I like the Rebuild movies. They were really fun and well animated. And I think they had a good intrigue to them, which I loved. So I was very curious into watching the original TV series of it, the original series of it. Now, a little background on that one, on the TV series. So I watched Eva 1, like high school, college, around that period of time. And this is also back when we only had to rent DVDs from Netflix before Netflix even had streaming. Uh, so I just got off of watching Eva 1.1. I was like, okay, I'm going to get the TV series so I can watch the original series and see how that is. So I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is just like the first, like the movie. I don't want to watch it anymore. So I got bored. I got bored because it's like, oh, this is the same story as Eva Rebuild 1.1. So I was like, yeah, I'm done, and I just stuck with the movies of Rebuild 1.1, 2.2, etc. So I do that, and then after a while, after a few years, well, like around the time when 3.3 came out, everyone hated it because it wasn't like the TV series. Like it was following another story of its own, and people were upset. And at first, I thought it was just pure fanboys being like, "Oh, this is a different story and all this." And to me, I was like looking at it as like, well, it's a movie, it's its own thing, its own entity, and I think, it's better that it follows its own canon. Like it doesn't just retell the TV series. Like I feel like if you've already seen the TV series, why watch the movies that are just retelling the same story? So that's how I saw it. Recently, I mentioned this on Twitter, and someone mentions like, well, yeah, the reason why I was upset with 3.3 is because there was no other way to watch the original series. Like you can't just it's on Amazon Instant. It's not on Hulu. It's on Netflix. Well, it wasn't on Netflix, and it wasn't on iTunes. So there really wasn't a way to watch it other than if you have the DVDs. And even then, you have to find the right DVD because they've changed so much, in multiple re-releases that, I feel like at this point it's like a discussion which is the default version, and it's still going on to this day, especially with what Netflix did to, well, not Netflix, I shouldn't say Netflix did it. It was the studio that put it out. I can't remember the name. They changed it because they wanted to be, they wanted to have a different interpretation of it that's more, close to the translation as they could. That makes it seem more natural. Something like that. I think the guy who did the translations has an article somewhere you can find. Which, to me, I think I think it's fine. What it is for what it is. Like to me, if you're getting into Eva like me, I'm just getting this TV series. I think what Netflix has is decent to watch. I don't think they removed the core value of it. There's stuff that people, could say, well, they don't Fly Me to the Moon, and Fly Me to the Moon is like a big deal. And I get that. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, that's not a big deal. But I feel like if you're watching for the first time, you might not notice it as much as a fan. Like it's like if they make Skullgirl's third encore and then they don't have Eliza. Like, yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck, man? But someone could say, hey, the game's great. I'm trying to figure out this nose, man. Noses are a bitch. Noses are a bitch. But I think what Netflix has is solid. There's another like thing that people complained about or brought up, like they changed the line where Shinji says that some person like loved him, and they changed it to like. It's the scene where the meme of "worthy of my presence," and I think "worthy of my presence" is bad because it's kind of clunky. But to me, when it's like between love and like, I kind of don't. I don't care because to me, if the emotion and atmosphere is in the scene, I think you could use either one and it not make a big deal. Because I think if it's more than like, I feel like would be strong enough if the tone is there. I don't know. To me, like I never really cared about love versus like. There's a time and place for it. I need to get to that part of Eva to get a better understanding of it. You know, like right now I don't have uh, the context other than that little scene. So maybe when I get to that point, I'm gonna have an opinion on it. That's more than just, oh well, people are overreacting, nothing like that. But uh, I don't know. I've never been the kind of guy that's like, oh, they said like it should be love, buddy. I don't know, because it's like in the Skullgirls. Speaking of Skullgirls, uh, the Carol and Philia, the Philia story. Spoilers, I guess. Philia goes through all this stuff for her friend Carol, so that she can regain her memories or whatever. Uh, she kind of sacrifices herself for her. I didn't need Philly to say, "Oh, I love you, I love her," for me to be like, "Yeah, they have like a close emotion to it." I think there is something nice about ambiguity of it, of just saying like. But as I said, it all depends on context. You can't just be lazy with it either. Like it's a tough balance because I feel like it's a never winning battle. And you might want to go with the one that people like more, I guess. The other thing is a lot of people like the the use of fuck. Like I think they changed to like I'm the lowest of the low, and that was originally too. I was so fucked up. I kind of like the lowest of the low a little bit more. Because I think saying I'm fucked up now, it's kind of uh it feels more generic, especially now. Like it just doesn't have that same emotion. I feel like if you're gonna redo something or like adapt something now, I feel like you need better words than "oh, I'm so fucked up." I kind of feel that's a little too on the nose at this point, which is a silly complaint, I guess. But I just feel like a lot of shows go to that, and I think having I'm the lowest of the low is a little bit more impactful for a character like Shinji. Uh, but that's just my opinion on that. But my opinion of the show so far, I'm 13 episodes in, I think. I'm loving it. I am really loving the story, the design, the designs of the characters, the pacing, the animation. Really holds up to this day. A lot of anime, if you go to them now, some of them age pretty bad, but this aged very well. We're not doing this song. Sorry. Not feeling this one either. Okay, we can do this one. It's summertime. We could relax at the beach. But the animation like it holds up very well. It's so like well made. You could tell that a lot of effort was put into it, which I like. I love the attention that's in that. That's not bad. That's not bad, but it could obviously be better. I don't know what's going on with me today. I can't get what I want. And that always happens to me. Always. Oh my god. Maybe it'll look better if I shade it, maybe. Sorry if like there's like some dead air here. I'm just trying to get this. God damn it. This makes me want to cry. This makes me want to cry so bad. Ugh. I have a fan on too, and it's not doing anything for me. I wish we never had noses. I wish we all didn't have noses and just nothing. We just absorbed oxygen through our pores. We should do that instead. I mean, fucking noses are a cake, dude. This is rough. I even take a picture of myself in that pose that I'm like referencing, and I can't get my nose, man. It's a fucking nightmare. Just kill me. So I like the animation, I like the characters, I like the pacing of the story. It feels like Twin Peaks in a lot of ways. Evangelion, which I like because I love Twin Peaks. It had a nice feel to it. It's like a nice mix of abstract and film noir. And here I like it a lot because you know it gives you a lot to talk about. Oh my god, I'm trying to draw this and I keep drawing this. I just want to draw a nose. That's all I want. God damn it. I hate noses. I hate them. I used to be able to draw them at one point in time, but not anymore. Apparently that's asking too much, dude. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay? Okay? I like the characters, I like the story. It keeps you interested in it. Let's draw a little... kind of drew this a little odd. This whole face. I feel like I made it crooked, but it's fine. It looks better that way. Let's see. It should go down, like a down arrow, right? Sometimes you gotta slow yourself down. And you can be surprised with what you can do. Oh my god, I don't think this looks right either. Uh, you know what? I'll just draw this and then I'll just transform it. This is really frustrating me. Okay. Let's get the lasso tool. Transform. Whoops. There you go. Oh my god. I hate this. I hate this drawing. This is such a piece of shit. It's not doing what I want, god damn it. No, we're skipping this too. Oh my god, I skipped. What why is this all Skullgirls and Soul Calibur now? I have Street Fighter, I have all these other songs, and it's doing nothing but finally. Oh my god, I'm getting like this is testing my patience. You know what? Let's zoom out. Why can't I get the proportions right? Like it's like here, like this length. It then this should be as much as the eye. Oh my god. This really just is just terrible. Oh my god. I'm like not happy with this at all. It's getting fucking annoying. Okay, I guess this is what it's gonna have to be. This is just mapping out the shades, by the way. I'm just mapping out the shadow right here. That's why it kind of looks a little odd. Yeah, I'll just stick with that. That's probably as good news as I'm gonna get. Now I can go back to talk about Eva. I like the characters. I like what's her name? Purple hair. It starts with an M, like No, not Matsu. Oh, she's like a general. She got promoted to a major or whatever. Shinji's roommate. Uh, I like that character. She's kind of nice. It's kind of cool, like, seeing how they play off between her and Shinji, and you later find out. I'm not gonna get into too much spoilers. I don't want to ruin the show for everyone who are just like me and missed out on the show. But uh, I do like that there is somewhat of a parallel between her and Shinji, in terms of characters and their relationship with their dads go. I guess. I mean, I guess it's a little bit of a spoiler, but that's as much as I'm gonna get into. But I really do like that character, and I like what she offers to Shinji and to all the other characters. Asuka's pretty cool. I like her too. She is a nice like foil to Shinji. Again, like they do a very good job of balancing out the characters. Like you never feel like you're getting one of, you're not getting like a story like Dragon Ball Z or something like that where it's like, oh, Shinji's the badass. He's gonna be number one all the time. Like it feels like that it divides the heroics very evenly, while keeping himself still shrouded in mystery, which I like. And that kind of goes into what I was saying about pacing in terms of, in the show. They know how to kind of dangle you along while giving you answers to other questions that you may have or may not even have. Uh, and what I think is the key in Ava that allows people to kind of stick with it is Shinji's also asking the same questions you would be asking, because you have these enemies called angels, and you're just sitting there like, why are these called angels? Like, why are we killing these things that are normally associated with good and all that kind of stuff? And I think it's interesting questions to have, and that's what I like about Eva so far, is I like that it gives you these questions, and it doesn't take that away, which I like. I do like that feel of it. Okay, now I'm gonna kind of go in this. I like Ikari. I like how ominous he is. Like he has a presence, but you know that there's something going on that maybe we don't know. We don't know yet. That kind of stuff. I like that. I like the mystery of that character. I think it adds a lot to him than just. Oh my god! I'm just like throwing out words now. Jesus. He's a lot like Ragyo. Like almost the same reason why I like him. Like Ragyo is present in Ikari. I just like how he is strategic. He's very reserved. He's a very reserved person. He's kind of like the opposite of what Ragyo is in terms of being a character that I feel like you're supposed to have a feeling of like of unsureness, like this Ikari guy. I think something's going on there, and the show does a lot to kind of give you these hints. And like the latest episode I have I feel has a big hint that there's something going on that we're not sure just yet. Like, what is Ikari doing? Why is he so invested in what's going on? is he really working with the government, that kind of stuff? Does he have an ulterior motive? And I like that about him. Like, I like how mysterious he is. Like, you can never tell where his allegiances are, and I think that's like a character that we kind of rarely see. I think we see characters that are like him, but we don't see characters that are just completely like they're on the good side, but they also have a presence of a bad guy. Like, and that's really what I like about Akari. He as a character, he's this character that's very evil in tone and presence. Like they present him like that, but he's doing stuff that helps humanity. So it's very confusing to see where that goes. And in the movies, I feel like that it's more obvious that he's not a good guy either. From what I remember, it's been a while since I've seen the Rebuild movies, but I know like Rebuild 3 ended on a very like sour note or negative note, I guess. But I like that about Ikari as a character. It's very fun seeing him on screen and having him interact. It's kind of a cool character. I know the meme of him being and how he is as a father, and honestly, like when I saw, I think it was 3.3, maybe 2.2, but I think it was 3.3, that he did something that I thought was like really evil. In 3.3, I don't know if I should spoil it, but let's just say, he's not getting any Father of the Year awards in that movie. But I like the character though. I like how evil he is. I enjoy evilness in characters. It's kind of fun to experience. But yeah, I like that. I like that that oh my god, Eva has this presence of a mech show. Like you think, oh, it's gonna be very simple. Oh, it's just gonna be just beating up bad guys, and it's not, which I think is really, really fun to sit through, because it kind of plays with that expectation. It kind of lures you in with the expectation of, oh, this is just going to be a mech anime, like Gundam, and then you find out, oh, it's actually, something deeper going on in there. There's a lot of symbolism in there, especially in the last episode I saw, 13, I think. I really started to think, so if you haven't seen Eva, mute the video. I'll do this when I'm done talking, okay? You got it? You got it? When I do this, spoilers are over. So episode 13, here we go. So they mention Adam, right? They mentioned Adam, like, oh, Adam, oh, we gotta protect Adam, oh, they're going after Adam, that kind of stuff, right? I think Adam is something that has to do with the angels. Like, maybe, like, Adam is, like, the creator of the angels, or, something very important with the angels. I think that's why the angels are targeting Nerve in particular, because they want to get Adam. And I think it has to do, and you look at, like, you have this sort of Adam and Eve. And what do we call the mechs that the kids pilot? Evas. You have angels. All of this, I think, has to do with that story, like Adam and Eve, and I wonder if it's like, was it Eve? I know, like, the snake tempts Eve to bite the apple, something like that, and I think maybe, like, it's gonna do something like that where something happened, and the angels are the consequence of that action, of whatever happened, and oh my god, like, I feel like something has to do with that, and I don't know, like my mind is just racing to, like, what could it be, and I'm really excited to see where it's gonna lead. And they only mentioned the second impact and the third impact. Like, the third impact could happen again, might happen, but they said that the second impact happened, but we don't really talk a lot about the first impact. Like, was the first impact like the appearance of man, or man, is man like the product of the first impact, and the second impact is the product of the angels, so, like, who knows what the third impact might bring. So I'm very curious to see where that's gonna go, and that's something I haven't felt in a show in a while, where I'm thinking like, well, what could it be? Like, uh, I think Twin Peaks is the most I had that kind of feeling for, where it's like, oh, I wonder what it's gonna be, that kind of shit. But I'm really excited to see this, and that's really what I love about Eva so far, is that it really gets you invested in knowing where it goes. So I really want to know if it has anything to do with that story of Adam and Eve. Like, if there's some significance to that that's not a one-to-one story to it, but I wonder if there's like a significance, because Adam is a very odd name to pick for something that's important. You have Adam, you have Evas, you have angels, like, all this stuff. Like, angels are like an obvious connection to religion, and I just wonder. So that's it for the story spoilers. But I'm very interested to see where that goes. I'm very excited. I'm very curious to see where that goes. So I think that's it for this episode of Theo's Sketchbook. I would like to thank all you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.